Hey everyone, and welcome to season 2 of Sister Girls.
Woo, can we get some snaps?
Snaps in the building. First ep back after a nice 4-week break.
Yes.
Very, very, very long break. Season 2.
Mm-hmm.
That feels
what
crazy.
What the hell? That is mental. This time last year, guys, we were sat
That's a
here,
milestone, isn't it?
Yeah.
spent about 6 hours recording and editing.
Wait,
our
what's
first
the
episode.
statistic of podcast episodes? Most people make it to episode like
10.
13.
10 episodes
Yeah.
is the average. And
Is
then
it?
people,
And then people quit.
Yeah.
Literally like 85% of like such a high percentage of people that start a podcast.
So
I
guess
did not
what?
know that.
We're above average.
Woohoo!
We've made it.
Oh my god! Finally, 36 episodes, I think, for season 1. we
Yeah,
had
That's
last
crazy.
year. We covered the WSL. We covered mainly the Lionesses. We
Champions
went to
League.
Switzerland,
Champions League. And even a bit on the Euros towards the end.
Yes. We've had a very, very busy summer in Switzerland, but I think our last couple of episodes were about that anyway,
Yeah.
weren't they?
Mhm.
Yeah, we've already
Um,
caught up over our summer.
We had a super long break,
Mm-hmm.
a well-deserved break, I think. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like working full-time and then doing the pod and everything on the side was like quite big, wasn't it?
It was so
Yeah.
intense. And I feel like we were just on a little hamster wheel. We didn't really understand how intense it
Yeah.
was. And then when we jumped off, we feel free.
Yeah.
Just for 4 weeks. Obviously, the Euros ended, which was a perfect end for us. And then we had, about 4 weeks between the WSL kicking off. And we actually decided not to do a pre-WSL episode in terms of predictions and things like that. We thought we'd just bring them to this episode. So
Do you know what? When we made that decision, I was like, yeah, no, we don't need it. Like, we'll just jump straight in. And then last week, when I've been like back in my football zone, you know, scrolling on the Instagram, getting really excited for it all, I was like, oh, I actually feel like I could probably talk
That's what I was
about
going to say.
this.
Much that everyone's discussed. Mum and Dad were fuming.
I
They said
know.
we weren't bringing out a pre-episode. And then also
Even
even
Dan
the
was-
comments of our
yeah.
cousins and friends and stuff. They're like, we want the pre-episode. We'd enjoy it. But we just thought we'd give ourselves that break.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
wanted one more extra week.
I
I was
know.
going to say, does anyone have any like news to say? They've...
Summer updates.
Yeah.
We were kind of saying that we've spent a lot of the last couple of weeks together, which means we can't update each other. Summer always feels like it comes to a proper end at Carnival. We had 26
know.
degrees and then
It's
it's
the end of
rained
summer.
ever since. I've got a cold, as you can probably hear. But apart from that, I've really just enjoyed life. I've started a new job. So
Congrats.
I've got a new manager. Aisha's job searching.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I should have been ages ago, but now I've like kicked myself up the arse to do it properly.
She's
Yeah.
had unemployed summer.
Yeah. Or half
Semi-employed. Yeah. You have been working on and off, haven't you?
Yeah.
But yeah, don't like literally after Switzerland, we came back and we just chilled out, didn't
Yeah.
we? Like you said, Carnival's always such a fun weekend. I went to see All Points East.
Oh, yeah. Amazing.
And the one takeaway I have from that is Ray is a performer. If anyone has the chance to go see Ray, I think she's got a new album coming out in September.
Oh, yeah.
And me and Josie were like, we need to get tickets to go
Yeah.
see Ray. Like we went through all the emotions.
Oscar-winning tears.
laughing, crying, literally.
Better than Tyler?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
Ray was the main person, so 2 hours. So there's always talking. There's like, you know, she's talking you through her songs, listening to new songs, old songs. She was like, now it's going to turn into a club, and she's like escapism. Oh my god, it was.
She brings her
literally-
orchestra, doesn't she? Like her stage presence looks impeccable.
Her stage presence was impeccable, and her whole band. They must just all just be so talented.
Yeah.
Like, the whole band. I don't know. It was absolutely it was 10 out of
Unmatched.
10. So that was actually a highlight of my summer. I think.
Actually, she's got her little sister that she's bringing on. Did she bring her
Yeah.
out when you were there?
No. I think she's got two
Oh,
sisters, right?
yeah.
And they're all singers.
Yeah.
And one of them was actually performing at All Points East on a smaller stage. Oh, what's her name?
Is
I
that
thought it was 'cause-
amazing or awesome or something?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because Ray like thought of the name, didn't
Yes.
she?
that was it.
Quite a cool name.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So absolutely was performing, but we didn't see it because I wasn't aware of that. to
Yeah,
be
yeah, yeah. It was
So-
kind of something that popped off on socials after, I feel
Yeah,
like.
yeah, I've seen all the socials. So shout out to Ray and her sisters.
Yeah, getting down with your sister. New season means an inevitable few changes. We obviously saw Palace, our little lover.
Our second team.
Yeah, our second team, go down into the WSL 2.
Oh my
it's
god,
now
wait.
called.
Yeah, we can talk about that in a minute. Sorry.
And then obviously London City Lionesses coming up to be in the WSL. And a few teams made some managerial changes, didn't they? So we just thought we'd like cover those because it's quite important for how these teams are going to play moving forward, I guess.
Absolutely. And please ignore my pronunciations. This is all going to go terribly wrong. Leicester City sacked Amandine Mikel, and then their new manager is Rick Passmore. Liverpool confirmed Gareth Taylor as their new manager.
We're familiar with him.
Oh, that's just hilarious.
I like Gareth Taylor.
Yeah.
Like it. He's a bit of like an NPC, I think. In our
Yeah.
household,
Yeah,
isn't
yeah,
he? He's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh, Gareth Taylor, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Man City got rid of Nick Cushing and replaced him with Andre Jeglerts. And then Tottenham got rid of Robert Villaheim and replaced with Martin Ho. So those are the managerial changes.
Ho, ho, ho. Only thing that disappointed me was no women.
Yeah,
It's just men being replaced by men.
this is true.
Yeah.
But we have some strong female leaders. And do you know what? The way my predictions are going, a female's going to win it. So it's going to be Sonia Bon Pastor or Renee.
Do you think
your top
Arsenal
two
can
then?
actually win this season?
Yes, with the new signings.
Everyone's been saying it's Arsenal's year this year. It's Arsenal's year this year.
Yeah.
Their new signings have been impeccable. Taylor Hines from Liverpool, and then Olivia Smith also from Liverpool. Oh my
Yes.
God, they've wrecked Liverpool. haven't
Yeah,
they?
yeah,
yeah.
That's why it's actually quite sad.
We spoke about that.
Yeah,
with,
sorry, with Nally.
Nally, yeah.
yeah.
I think we've wrecked Liverpool for a good reason. Like we saw the value of Olivia Smith and we'll come into the game, but she's obviously proven herself already. First £1 million transfer before London City butted in, had to do it bigger. But I think really positive changes for Arsenal.
Yep.
We've spoken about it before, but a little bit of colour in the team. Like I just feel like it's promising moves, promising strides. And I think we're putting ourselves in really good stead to win the league.
And I do also think the confidence of coming off the Champions League win, that's
Exactly.
actually going to be really important for you guys. I'd want to see a fight.
We've obviously also like confirmed Chloe Kelly as a permanent member of our team now as well. She's got so much confidence. Champions League and the bloody Euros. We've got lots of Euro winners, same as Chelsea though, to be honest. We'll get onto that as well.
Yeah. I was going to say, I don't think it's even just between Chelsea and Arsenal. I think it will be a battle between those top 4 teams again.
Yeah.
You do.
And I also think London City could push in and be there for the 4th, 5th.
That's what they're going
the 3rd,
for, you know.
4th, 5th, 6th. Like there will be a fight there as well. For them.
I think I
it's gonna
would
be
definitely
fun.
put them below Chelsea, Arsenal, City and United. Then I'd say London City.
Really.
I don't know, I guess because it's hard because when we watch them, it is their first game.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
these new players, there's so many of them. Like, I don't think the first game you can really work out how they're going to play for the rest of the season.
Exactly. I think it depends how quickly they get their shit together.
Yeah. I think Arsenal were lucky
Literally.
playing them first because you got that out of the way, and I feel like they will improve going forward.
Yeah,
Defo,
yeah.
actually. Wait, should we talk about the Arsenal game then quickly?
Yeah,
This
let's go for
This
it.
is not the order we thought we were going to
Yeah.
Yeah.
going to talk about the games in, but go on.
I want to start off by saying 17,000 season tickets sold for the Emirates this year, which is like so insane to hear. The fact that we have 17,000 seats, like bums on seats, guaranteed for every single home game is insane. And then I think we had an opening game of about 38,000 people attending. We're talking about like the Euros and the impact that has, but I think we're just going to see it build like year on year.
I agree.
Everything's getting a bit more glamorous. The women's football show like is a bit more glam. We've got the new logo for the WSL.
Yeah.
The WSL 2 is now called WSL 2. That like you can feel the changes in the air. You can feel the money. We spoke about Olivia Smith being a £1 million signing. And then we've got Grace from PSG for 1.4 million,
Yeah.
beating that. From London City Lionesses, who are just coming into this like league.
Yeah.
The amount of investment that's going into women's football at the moment is insane.
And it's so nice to see it. Like, I feel like
exactly.
we've had a massive jump. We're even saying the quality of the football in general
has
but then
improved.
a massive jump from last season to now, and it's mad how you can already feel it.
Yeah.
And I feel like it will just skyrocket.
Yeah.
It's going to be so nice to watch it live.
We're excited.
It is. It's so impressive. But yeah, Arsenal, obviously a little bit of worry actually from me. London City Lionesses, not really knowing the team at all, not knowing the manager, not knowing their style of play, what they're going to do when they come out. Grace signed too late to actually start the game.
Okay. I always wonder, like, what
She
the
signed like the
deadline
day
is.
before and missed the deadline or something.
That's
so that was probably a
annoying.
little win for us.
Yeah.
Let's start by saying London City got their goal first. It was a penalty.
I was gassed.
Same.
Were you?
Yeah. We don't
Obviously. Why wouldn't I be gassed?
We wanted London City to smash Arsenal, mate. I
feel
was
like,
there. I was like, come on, I want to see something happen here. Scoring their goal first did make it exciting. Unfortunately, Katie Reed, that was the only bit I was sad about because she's just so young.
Yeah.
Stepping in for Leah Williamson when Leah's injured.
Yeah.
That was a big, like a league start, but also the first game of the season for
Yeah.
her. And when you're playing at the back like that, like you said, eyes are on you when you have decisions to make. Apart from her one bad decision, which
She played
definitely
really
was a penalty.
well.
She played really well.
I'm
There was
glad.
a point where she skilled up a couple of players. I can remember it because the crowd went mental.
Yeah.
They're like, oh my God, like, to get the confidence back after letting a penalty,
Yeah.
after conceding a penalty, I think she had a really good game and she should be proud of herself. But yeah, London City, they started off really well.
Yeah.
First 10 or so minutes, I was like, okay, this is it. Here we go. But as the game went on, you could just kind of tell that like maybe they hadn't played together, you know, so often.
Exactly.
Huge names throughout the whole squad,
Yeah.
and from loads of different teams, and so many international players as well. But I think this is what Aisha was saying as well about playing them earlier on in the season, because if you give them time to gel, they will be trouble.
Yeah.
But there are points where you're like, okay, you can tell you've probably not played with each other.
Yeah,
frequently.
yeah,
I think it wasn't even just the not playing together. It reached about the 70th minute and you can tell how tired they were.
Yeah, they
and that
got
is when
tired.
Arsenal really capitalised on the win.
Yeah.
But I feel like also, I don't know if this is copying, listening to what the commentators were saying, but a lot of their defenders they signed are really experienced players, but that also shows in their fitness level and like being able to last the full 90 at like a full.
Yes, because there's a few of them that are all over 30.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're all older
Alana
players.
Kennedy and even Aslani, they're all like 30 plus, which experience is so important.
So brilliant, but you need that young.
You have to balance it with the young energy, don't you?
Yeah, and their energy did teeter off.
Yeah.
And that might have been because of the Arsenal subs.
Yes. And I wanted to talk about that because, well, actually, let's focus on the people who started and got our original goals before we made all those subs.
Sorry.
But Liv Smith,
Yeah.
just a wonder goal.
That
Like,
was insane.
if you like women's football, you would have seen this all over your For You page if you didn't watch the game. It was kind of like, I think I captioned our Instagram $1 Million Baby because I was like, do you know what? That's what $1 million does.
Yeah.
It was incredible. Talk about an opening goal. Talk about your first start. Talk about the first game of the season.
Debut.
Like debut of dreams. She absolutely smashed it out the park. I thought our wide players were so strong. We looked really strong from all sides of like the pitch, to be honest, and when our subs came on. But Liv Smith was so energetic, so instrumental. We saw her do it at Liverpool, so I knew she'd do it for us.
She scored goals like that on a couple of occasions. I think I was watching and I was like, she doesn't seem to be getting that much joy on the wing before the goal. I was like, okay, she's going down the wing, not that much joy. And that's when she just cuts inside.
Yeah.
She came through the middle instead, decides to skill up however many players she does, and just like the beauty of that shot. It was just a rocket, wasn't it? And
The
it's just,
confidence as
yeah.
well.
Quality.
and like the intelligence to know that, okay, maybe the wing didn't work for the last 2 minutes. I'm not saying she's bad on the wing at all. I'm just saying in that moment, she then comes into the middle. And it's like, well, she saw there was space there.
Yeah.
And then she capitalised off that space and just, what a beautiful goal. Really
Yeah,
really
it
good.
was great. And then obviously Chloe Kelly got that goal just before half time as well, which was an assist from Russo. We talked about it before, we'll talk about it again. Russo might not get the goals, but she works really hard in order to get them. And
the
she's
team.
for the team, exactly. And she's like dragging players wide, which we saw her do again, and then leaving space for Chloe in the middle just to pop that goal straight in.
Makes
and
it
just
look easy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She does make it look easy. And then to secure that win ahead of half time just means that you're having confidence going into that changing room. We did see Renee on the mic before that.
Stop.
Which we'll get into,
another
I guess.
change
Yeah.
for the WSL. And it's in men's football as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this weird? Half-time.
AI looking.
Mm.
AI looking.
It's
So
horrible.
weird.
And also, it's not just at half time; it's when players go down injured.
Yeah.
So I'm actually sitting there 60 minutes in, and suddenly we're interviewing
Fans.
fans or someone on the
And
side. Like,
players
I don't know
and-
if I
And
like
players
it.
at half time, shouldn't they be in the changing room?
Yeah,
It's like,
no, that's exactly what Eden said. Like Renee was in the corridor
Yeah.
and you could just tell she wanted to go in and do a team talk, and Eden's like, why is she doing this? Like
yeah, they have to.
contracted to do it.
Yeah.
It's just slightly insane for me. And to me as a watcher, it doesn't add any value.
No.
Yeah, we don't enjoy it.
We don't
I
enjoy
think
it. It feels
removes-
forced.
It removes value because I can tell they don't want to be there.
Yeah.
So therefore, I don't want them to be there. I
And
just
Yeah.
want
it's off brand for what football is.
Yeah.
I can't describe that. Shouldn't happen. The manager should be with the players or whatever they're doing. They shouldn't be talking to us at half time.
they need to live in their moment, which
Yeah.
is the game, and leave the commentary.
Yeah, to
leave
the commentary.
for post match or
Yeah.
half time in the box. I don't want commentary on the pitch. I want them to focus on playing the football so that then we can talk about it after. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, it's a bit of a silly one for me.
Another thing that I thought was funny was Olivia Smith's goal. Watching all the clips on TikTok and the positivity. So many comments saying, start her for Martinelli.
Yes.
Like, this is insane. Like, just a complete switcheroo from some of the negativity post
You'd usually get, yeah.
And some of the negativity that you sometimes see. And it was just really nice to see people praising women's football as a whole.
And I'll tell you what, I actually think Arsenal fans in general are becoming fans of both men's and women's football. Us winning the Champions League really like put the women on a pedestal. The men can't do that. The men haven't won the league. Neither of the girls, to be honest, we both came second. But winning the Champions League is like proof in the pudding. And I think, like you said, even the guys are doing like little TikToks on it, little
Yeah.
bits of commentary.
Yeah.
Chloe Kelly's their star girl. Everyone compares Chloe Kelly to Rice, which just makes me laugh because like, you know, she's into the black culture and stuff like Rice is.
What's he?
Oliver.
Yeah.
Like, whatever he's called. Yeah, Oliver Rice or
Oliver Declan.
Oliver Declan.
Something I wanted to say, because it links both teams together, as Beth Mead, because there was rumours before the season started that she was going to actually sign
for London
City Lionesses, but she actually just came on and had 2 assists against them instead, which I thought was insane.
Yeah, and that was a funny one. I was quite confused by it, but again, I think when you look at the people they signed, was it that they wanted someone with experience, like a player that had been in the WSL for a while? I think the only thing that was confusing for me is why Beth would go. I guess if the money's right, you'd go, and she doesn't start for Arsenal anymore.
That's what I was going to
also
say.
like Miedema's not Arsenal either, so that's
True. Nothing holding her to it.
Yeah.
Let's talk a bit about those subs that were made actually, because I think they were made quite early on for how well we were playing. Likes of Liv Smith, Chloe Kelly, Emily Fox. I thought they were all performing really well.
Yeah.
And then Renee made some subs. I think obviously Mead came on, Ford came on. I love Ford.
I like Ford.
Same.
Blackstenius,
Did Marnham
Marnham.
a sub?
Yeah. So then Russo came off.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, you've changed our whole front four.
It worked.
But it worked. Like, I think it just shows the depth we've got with our new
100%.
signings. And it was a really positive change, even though at the time I was like, oh, what are you doing?
No,
Like,
I agree completely. I was like, oh no, Liv Smith, because I enjoy watching her play. I was like, don't take her off. It's what, 65?
yeah,
it was
60s,
quite like
a 61,
a relatively
I think.
early substitution. But like you said, they all the people that were subbed off played exceptionally, and then the subs came on and also played exceptionally. Because Caitlin Ford, I was like, oh, I've missed this.
Yes, same.
Caitlin Ford had a really good game.
Energy.
When she came on.
Blackstenius scored a goal.
Blackstenius scored. Beth Mead 2 assists in 2 minutes.
Marnham scored.
Yeah. So it just shows that she can do it. And I think it's actually nice that all these players can get the game time.
Exactly. They weren't given that 87th minute swap. They were actually given time to like gel and perform. And you mentioned it, Beth Mead, 2 assists in 2 minutes.
And it's something that is going to be really important as well with Champions League football, with all the cups and everything that you're going to be fighting for. You know, you want trophies this season.
Yeah.
So having that squad depth, having people that you can bring on and off, and, you know, you need the rotation. So I do think it is going to be good.
Oh, it's such a good point. Like, we don't want to tire Olivia
to injury point or anything like that. Injuries are so prominent in WSL as well. It's also nice that, you know, if anyone does get injured, you've got the squad depth to cover that area.
So true.
I think
very positive.
Sorry, no.
Yeah, go on.
I was actually just going to sum it up and be like, London City were a joy to watch for the beginning.
Yeah.
And only because it's kind of
exciting and new,
exactly. But Arsenal just did show their strength and their dominance, and like you said, their squad depth and whatever. But London City, we will be keeping an eye out on.
Definitely.
Oh, of course. I think they've got more to give, more to show. But for now, I'm very pleased with the 4-1 opener.
Good
Arsenal.
for goal difference as well.
Good for goal difference,
like
exactly.
You said, I mean, 4 goals is quite a lot to let in, and will they decide to make changes? You know, sort their defence out a little bit. So getting 3 goals up on London City, I think, is good. Yeah, whatever.
Not mad.
Okay, we're going to kick off match week 1 with some scores on the doors. Take it away, Aish.
So Chelsea beat Man City 2-1. Arsenal beat London City 4-1. Brighton drew 0-0 with Aston Villa. Liverpool lost 4-1 to Everton. Man United beat Leicester City 4-0. And Spurs beat West Ham 1-0.
Lovely. Lots of 4s.
Yeah. Lots of goals, lots of nils.
Brilliant.
We always try and find a common thread.
No, I know.
There's not really ever a common thread. But we'll
has
try.
to be.
Yeah.
Home teams won this week.
Yeah.
No, they really didn't.
4 goals scored on average. On the theme of 4-1 wins, we had the Merseyside derby, one of 2 derbies this weekend actually. Everton went to Liverpool. How'd it go down?
It was an insane game.
Yeah.
It was so nice to watch. There were so many beautiful goals. But I just thought I'd just start off by saying Liverpool scored the first goal to make it 1-0, and the goal was insane.
Yeah. Cornelia Capox.
Yep.
She's a queen. She scored a couple of good goals last season from set pieces. I think maybe only 2 goals in the WSL. But you know that she has it within her. And Liverpool started off really well. They started strong.
Strong.
Yeah, they were quick out the blocks. And then Cornelia Capox with that goal. Is it weird to say that it was a bit similar to Liv Smith?
It was similar.
I remember she
cut
cut
in
inside.
and insane strike, and it hit
the crossbar
into the goal.
Bounced off the
It was
underneath side of the
insane.
crossbar, but it was one of those solo goals, been on a tiny bit of a run, and just a rocket. beautiful goal, and Liverpool kind of
Nice
thought,
goal
well,
at home as well. And I thought this is going to be the start of Liverpool
Yeah.
winning, right?
are we going to win a derby
Yeah.
for the first time? But no, unfortunately not, because pretty much from then on out, defensively, they were just kind of poor. Well, to be honest, their first goal that they conceded was straight off a counter-attack. So again,
Yeah.
it was Liverpool like playing well to begin with. But Everton and their new signing, what's her name? Ornella
Ornella.
Vignola.
Yeah,
Start gal.
pretty name.
Doing a Kiko Seke from
Yeah,
last
gorgeous.
year.
That's what I was
guys.
going to
Oh my
say. Is she just going to do a
God, she
Kiko Seke and do
did.
that and then never
And
score
then
again?
never score again. Because Kiko said hi and bye.
Yeah, in one
Very
game.
quick, didn't she?
But,
So
I mean, Olivia Smith had a dream debut. This was
Yeah,
a
this
dream.
was- yeah.
yeah. A hat trick is just insane.
And 2 of the goals of the hat trick were brilliant goals.
Yeah.
The last goal wasn't so good. The
I
second
think
goal
she
was the header.
offside on her last goal.
Oh, the header.
really?
When they did the replay, I
How was
feel
she
like-
offside if it deflected off someone?
No, she made a run
Oh.
on the third
Oh.
goal. I think she made a run, and I have a sneaky feeling that she was offside. But you know how, like, because there's no VAR, if it's
so
kind of
difficult.
close, they just completely go past
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
and,
yeah.
like,
They
brush
can't
it
do
under the rug.
anything.
Yeah, they
Can
can't do
they?
anything about it.
No, so I do think maybe she was offside, but I could also be wrong.
I think it relates to the quality though that we were saying that has
Yes.
improved in the WSL. Watching those highlights, I was like, what?
Yeah.
For every single
Every
goal.
goal was brilliant.
Like you said, it was so similar to Liv Smith's. And I thought when Liv scored, the commentator said she's competing for goal of the season. And then you watch that game and you're like, well,
Wow.
every single game this...
Capox had a great
Like,
goal.
yeah.
Vignola had a great goal.
2 great goals.
Yeah.
One of the headers was
I'm
insane
like,
as well.
yeah.
all of them are goal of the season already.
Yeah.
So let alone goal of the week.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
I do want to say Liverpool weren't all too bad. We've got to give them their, what's it called?
They're flowers
Their
where
flowers
flowers are
when they
due.
deserve it.
Hey,
They did.
It's questionable, but go.
They had a couple chances where they hit the crossbar and they hit the post.
Yeah, there was a lot of woodwork. That was, like we said, in the first half.
Everton
I
also
will
hit the post
say.
as well, but
I think it's funny as well because I think one of them that hit the post was Kerry Holland, and she was actually in the 1v1 versus Vignola when Vignola scored on her left foot that amazing, beautiful first goal. Then like a few minutes later, Kerry Holland has stormed down the other side and has now hit the post. And it was like she was always just a bit angry, like pissed
Yeah.
off. she's
Love
just
the
been
energy.
beaten, and is now gone to hit the post. So yeah, they did their best, but
I guess
not a
not.
great start.
Yeah, not the best start for Gareth Taylor being their new manager. But also,
Wait, guys, can we call him? Is Gantry Gareth?
yeah, Gantry Gareth.
like Hideaway Helena.
Literally.
Why is he sitting up in? I think he was in like in the stands.
The Gantry.
No, he was like in
No,
the
he was
stands.
like on the seats.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
sitting on the seat, just high up.
What do they
Mate, get
do?
down.
Reserve them for him.
Yeah,
They were
every
empty,
game.
to be fair.
Oh. Oh god, that's another thing. There's some teams that definitely have less fans.
No, but the turnout wasn't bad. But obviously, they're not going to be able to fill a 60,000
Yeah, then
person
no,
stadium.
one is. No,
Chelsea aren't
no.
filling
Yeah.
Stamford Bridge.
Yeah,
No,
true.
Arsenal didn't fill.
No.
The
Emirates.
Emirates. No. However, I think that was a good point from London City Lionesses. Brand new team. They need to gain those fans. But with those
Where
kind
do
of
they
signings,
get them from? Because most people that enjoy football have a team.
I
This is
know.
what we were saying because if you're a football fan, you might not have watched women's football yet, but you'll probably support a men's team. And
Yeah.
that,
Or have like a
therefore,
family club or something. A team
Yeah.
you resonate
trickle that
with.
down, right?
Yeah.
If I speak to new people, like guys at work, I'm like, who do you support? And they'll tell me the team. I'm like, oh, okay, like you should start watching the women's team.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I always like drop that in now.
Yeah.
I'm like you should.
Or
Start
even if I'm
watching-
telling my friends to watch women's football, their dad already supports a team who they would then most likely go for in
Yeah.
supporting.
Although I'd say hardcore feminists. Go
Yeah.
for London City.
No, I
Lionesses.
agree.
Like
I agree.
genuinely, it's a women-owned club with women at the focus.
with not a
Women
men's
playing.
women playing. Yeah,
without
with no
a men's
with
team
no
who are
men's team.
affiliated. I also think it's interesting because they were a breakaway team from the Millwall Lionesses. That's why
Maybe
they get their
Millwall
name.
fans, but I was going to say Millwall fans usually
We
aren't
don't
feminists.
want to bring those to WSL.
Yeah, so I was going to say leave them out.
Yeah, leave the Millwall fans where
In
they
Millwall.
are. Mm.
Good point that you had about the feminist stuff though, because of their new sponsor.
Yes, we didn't speak
So now
about
they're
that.
sponsored by, I say Together X, but I think it might just be Together.
I say everyone watches women's sports.
Right.
Everyone watches the Lionesses.
Yeah.
Alex Morgan's brand, everyone knows. You would have seen it on the t-shirts. Everyone watches women's sports, or the one that they did for the Euros. Everyone
Yeah.
watched the Lionesses. They now sponsor London City, which is good.
It's a very cool sponsor, again, because it's like female-led, female-owned.
And very Gen Z vibe.
Yeah, very Gen Z
Yeah.
vibe. It also stands out, like, because a lot
It's
of the
huge.
sponsors are tiny like abbreviations or something, whereas they've got the full old thing. You can't help but read it.
Yeah.
Which is good. However, their kit, something is so off for me.
It looks cheap.
It looks cheap, it looks thin, and the neckline comes all the way down. It's like like a women's neckline. It makes me feel sick. Like, you just need to watch it. When they were playing Arsenal, when you compare the Arsenal neckline to theirs, it just looked really cheap and odd.
Do you know what I think it is as well? Probably the colour.
Yeah.
Because if you go for like a red or like a true blue, it's just giving like old school football kit. But because it's that like weird turquoise, I think in a way, I know what you mean. Like it could look a little bit tacky.
Yeah, I was also going to say a lot of the teams, the club's new kits this season, they've gone for the retro, old school, like vintage vibe. And they've looked really cool and fashionable. Then London City have kind of gone in the complete opposite. They've gone in like the AI generated
geometric pattern.
Neon, like
no, you're so right.
Kind of tie-dyed.
Yeah, they've gone to the complete opposite side of what's on trend and in fashion at the moment.
That's
Wait,
so
some
true.
of the kits this season are beautiful.
So they're insane.
Yeah, they are.
I was even the Liverpool kit. Stunning. I love it. The shade of red
The
that they've
Liverpool one,
gone
we were
for,
saying that. It's a lovely shade of red.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Chelsea's home kit, I'm not huge fan of, but like their third kit when they've brought back the retro 90s badge.
I like the second kit as well.
The second kit is beautiful.
The one we got dad.
Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want that. Like there are so many good kits this year.
Yes.
I think Adidas have smashed the kits. The
Liverpool
Arsenal
ones,
kit.
Yeah.
Liverpool.
The Arsenal third kit in particular. I mean, the girls obviously haven't played in it yet. It is 10 out of 10. They also brought out the crop shirt, which bloody sold out and I didn't get it in time. Liverpool kits, obviously Adidas as well.
Yeah,
they've had some
United
fire kits.
Adidas.
Yeah.
Those are cool.
Yeah. And some of like the home and third kits this year are just super cool. Like they've really switched up the colourways, haven't they? And I think made them really wearable. You know how you look at the Chelsea third kit and then the Arsenal third kit? It's
That's
like
what
black.
I was saying. They're wearable. They're on trend. They're in
it.
fashion. London City. I wouldn't
Exactly.
wear it because it doesn't look cool.
Yes.
Right, so the big teams are going down the marketable route,
Fashionable
aren't they?
route, yeah.
Fashion. And like, you wouldn't wear that turquoise thing out.
I don't know what
Sorry.
their second and third kits are, but
Neither.
they haven't hit that fashion tick
Which
box,
is what all the
have
other
they?
clubs are really capitalising on because it is such a massive thing at the moment, football
True.
fashion.
Yeah.
So they're just doing that on purpose.
We'll give them a
obviously.
season.
Yeah.
Bless them. We'll give them a season.
I need to have a look
but-
at their away kit. Should we do it now? I just want to have a quick look because now I'm being nosy. Okay, guys, I've got the away kit up. It's worse.
It actually is
No,
really
no.
horrible.
That's the worst thing I've ever seen. It looks like it made cost a £5 to make.
I don't even know if it looks cheap. It's just awful.
It's a Nike kit. It's the same as Chelsea, but it's just
It's like a training kit. Doesn't
It
look like an actual
does.
kit, doesn't it? Training kit.
training kit.
or the t-shirts that they wear onto the pitch, just like randomly,
tacky,
like pre-match.
very
Walkout.
tacky. I don't really like the font of the Everyone Watches either, but obviously
That's
is their
literally their
font.
brand.
But I know, but it just looks like that plastered on as well.
No, it's the geometric, guys. I told you.
You're so right that they've really tried to go like modern and fun and fresh
And AI.
and AI and it hasn't paid off, unfortunately.
No, it looks like the WSL rebrand. Like, you know, when
Yeah,
it's
it
like
does.
everything in like swishing around in motion
Yeah,
with
it's
those
not
weird
giving
colours.
girls.
Oh, London City, hun. You did not eat with that, sorry.
Yeah, they
It's not
need
giving
to
retro
make-
vibes, is it?
No.
No, I think that's a really good point though, that clubs actually nowadays think about the fashion and the wearability of their shirts when making them. And I think that maybe if you've been doing it for years and years and you're looking at like shirt sales and things like that, that's going to be a priority for you. But where they're coming up into the WSL, that's not been their priority. And you can almost see that
Shirt sales,
within
yeah.
their kit.
Well, I think the sponsor's been thought out, and that actually might make people buy some, or
True.
you know,
Like you
encourage
said,
them.
you would have bought it for
Because I was
that.
saying I always wanted one of the Together tops saying
Yeah.
which is women's sports, but like I'm not going to buy your bright blue one
True.
with London City on the front.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Just a little thought,
Anyway.
food for thought for next time.
Okay, arguably saving the best till last with Chelsea versus
Lol.
Man City.
I think, to be fair, with like game wise, that like right to the beginning of who's going to be near the top of the table. Obviously, we knew kind of Arsenal would beat London
Yeah.
City Lionesses. This was then the decider for the next big team who was going to be up there.
True, I understand.
But
I
yeah,
understand.
big game for the first week.
Yeah,
of the
massive
season.
game.
Massive.
You're at Stamford Bridge.
We're at the bridge.
No LJ at the bridge though.
Oh, bring
Is
back
the bridge without LJ?
LJ really plays well at the bridge.
Yeah, she does.
She does.
No
Take a
LJ. Sam Kerr still injured.
Yeah,
But
she was on the
Ramirez,
bench.
no Ramirez.
No Ramirez. But that does mean a league start for Aggie Beaver-Jones.
Woo!
And your
Our
new
queen.
signing.
And our new signing, Ellie Carpenter. It was really exciting.
I was going to say, Ellie Carpenter switched out for Lucy Bronze.
Yeah.
She was playing wing backs and she was
Oh.
absolutely insane.
Yeah, and Luce Bronze. Is she still recovering? She must be from
Yeah.
the Euros injury.
Yeah, she's injured.
Okay, fine. So yeah, Ellie Carpenter took her place, and that was one of the main takeaways from that game.
definitely.
was how insane Ellie Carpenter was on the right wing. She was
She made Greenwood look questionable, which is
Yeah.
saying something because Greenwood is insane.
Yeah.
But it just shows how she was so fast, so agile, and like she beat her basically every time running down the wing, and that was the result of their first goal.
And yeah, she was always the outball for us. Got the assist. Did she get how many assists? Just one. Yeah.
Just one.
Just one assist.
But could have got more. She was brilliant down the wing.
I was going to say, there was one where she did a cross in. Remember when Sandy had the ball in the box and nearly had a shot? It was a good save from Yamashita in the end, and we were screaming, come on, Sandy, come on.
Yeah.
Sandy's composure in the box.
Sandy.
Yeah,
Sorry,
sorry.
Sandy.
We say Sandy and we say it in the accent. So
Her
it's a bit
composure
cringe,
in the
sorry.
box was incredible. Like, she had all the time in the world, doesn't care what anyone's doing around her, and no one even bothers to even tackle her.
Taking the extra
She's so
touches.
skillful.
Yeah, she's insane.
Obsessed.
We love Sandy.
I was going to say, I don't think it was actually a Greenwood fault. I think that Ellie Carpenter was just so good that
That's what I
whoever
said, yeah.
was in that position would have been beaten by her every single time.
Yeah.
So really great signing for you guys.
It was a bit of a tentative game, I think. Man City did start very well. Bunny Shaw had a couple of she had a shot on target really
Welcome
early
back,
on.
Bunny.
Good saves. There was a couple good saves from
Welcome
Hampton,
back,
to be
Bum
fair.
And then there's a second shot from her after Chelsea's first goal. I hate saying it, but like should have scored.
Yeah.
Like kind of should have scored.
I know what you mean.
So yeah, Man City had their chances, but Chelsea managed to take the win.
Oh, wait. There was that handball out. Do you remember?
Oh my
Gracie
God.
Pryor, I think it was, because we thought it was Grace Clinton. But it was...
Where were we? Okay, so we were out for our friend's birthday.
Yeah.
And a dinner reservation. Me and Aisha were getting the train, watching Chelsea on the train, and then before we went into dinner, I think we were like 30 minutes. We said, should we just like sit on the steps
And watch
outside
till
and,
half time, 'cause
watch
we were a bit
till
early.
half time, so we can like.
You were not early. We were all in the restaurant waiting.
That's why we were late, because we were watching Chelsea. Okay, so we were like slightly tipsy, been on the buzz balls.
Yeah.
Thought that maybe Gracie Pryor was Grace Clinton. They have really similar hair. Okay, don't
Also,
judge us.
it's on a tiny phone. It's from far away.
And it's
Wasn't-
saying
it's not that
Grace.
deep.
Well,
Great,
yeah,
no.
and
Oh.
the commentator was saying Grace maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
It's fine.
But it was
Female
quite
delusions.
an obvious handball.
There were calls. There were
Yeah.
shouts in the box.
Everyone was shouting in the box, but obviously the ref was quite close. Obviously, you didn't see it.
Yeah.
And there's no VAR. So that was a bit frustrating, because that was before they'd scored any goals, I think. It was
Do you know
0-0
what?
at
I
this
actually
point.
can't remember.
Oh, okay.
But it was quite a bad handball. Like,
It
her
was.
arm was out and the ball literally flicked down on it.
I think Emily Heaslip was like counting like her days, because she knows if she was to give a free penalty to Chelsea,
Yeah.
she would have been ripped apart. So do you think it was because of that or not? We'll never know. But
Yeah.
you know what? It was. They didn't give it, and like you said, no VAR. Especially
I was
with
going to
the
say, I
offsides and
think
stuff.
VAR is the next step for the WSL.
I agree.
Just feels like the next big move. We don't want decisions like that to change the game.
Because it does change
Because it does.
games.
However, VAR is also not perfect. So
No,
when you
it's
bring
not.
VAR in, it does cause loads of other complications. I was going to say it wasn't all bad from City. I think they had some strong like set piece opportunities. Alex Greenwood with that amazing free kick that hit the crossbar, or like literally the corner of the
And
bar.
the commentator literally said pass the ball to Greenwood for the free kick.
Yeah,
And she did
and
that.
she
It's
did.
incredible.
And then obviously the Neve Charles own goal came off a corner.
I think it was a free kick.
I thought
Was
it
it
was
a free
corner.
kick? I thought it was a
can't
corner.
remember. But set pieces,
Oh, yeah.
obviously a strong point for Man City. And then maybe is that Chelsea need to get better at defending set pieces?
Yeah.
Is that like the question?
Man City are just strong. Even we were saying that Hemp, Bunny,
Yeah.
like their
Me-
forwards
yeah.
are incredible.
We
And that-
said you would not want Hemp, Bunny, and Miedema running
No.
at you,
No.
would you?
no way.
And also remember, a lot of these girls have come off the back of last season being injured.
Yeah.
And so this is like
We get all
first
three of
season
them,
start.
right?
Exactly.
Yeah, all three.
Yeah,
three of them
injured.
were injured. So
So it's like a bit of a fresh start for them
squeaking,
as well.
oiling the hinges. That's what people say.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
City, I think, will definitely be up there this season.
Can we quickly talk about the obvious weird City United thing that's gone on?
Oh shit!
The swapsies.
The swapsies. Obviously, Grace Clinton has swapped with Jess
Park.
Park. City to United, United to City. And then Clinton wrote that big old message on Instagram, didn't she?
Said, what did she say?
No longer aligning
Yeah,
with...
not on the same page.
Yeah, and our values aren't aligning or something
That's what
crazy.
she
It was
said,
like
yeah.
quite...
You know when you can feel that there's tension? I've never thought that there was tension between Grace and Man United, but I don't know if I'm
She's only
in
been
the
there a
law.
year.
But, like,
Yeah.
you just would never expect her to be like a bit rude. In
Well, that's the end of
statement.
her and Celine Bizet living together. Actually, maybe
Yeah.
they can. It's Manchester.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was
They
just
don't
going to
live
say,
together,
no, it's the end of
separately.
Olivia
Those
Smith
friends.
and Mia
Oh.
Enderby. That's the bigger problem.
Oh, yeah.
Liverpool to London, that's quite a long
Yeah,
way.
it
That's
is.
a really long way, actually.
Yeah.
Liverpool's so high up.
Yeah, it is.
Everyone was saying that they think for Jess Park it's a big mistake, and that
I disagree.
obviously Man United have some negative press around how they support their women's team, which that's what I've taken from Clinton. I might have read too much into it, but the whole values not aligning. We know that players have had problems there
Oh,
before.
You think it's like that? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe. Yeah.
And so is Jess Park making a big mistake going to a club that doesn't put women's football
as a top
Does
priority.
she have much of a
priority.
choice?
That's
I don't
another
know.
question.
I don't
Did she have
know if
much
she
of a
did, yeah.
choice, or has she just gone there silently? I mean, she started.
Yeah, and they won 4-1.
And they
4-0.
won. Yeah.
4-0, so it was kind of worth it, I guess.
Yeah, and she doesn't necessarily start
Doesn't
for
start
City.
for City.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes she did actually.
That's,
like-
I mean,
like,
necessarily.
yeah.
That's what I was like. Sometimes she does.
It might be nice to
so-
get more game time.
Mm.
So.
I think it's just funny because of the rivalry.
Yeah.
Like literally going to Man City and doing a swap is just funny. I don't know.
Yeah, and how late in like the transfer season it was.
Yeah, this was not on my bingo card.
No,
No,
definitely
neither.
not.
Definitely
A
not.
swap.
I think they both cemented themselves at those teams last season. They
Yeah.
both played really well and obviously played for England as well as part of that. So
I've seen both of their fans say that they're a bit confused
Mm.
and no one seems to be that happy.
yeah,
Like Man City fans, they're not. No one's unhappy because they now have Grace Clinton. They're just unhappy that Jess Parker's gone.
Yeah.
and vice versa.
Yeah.
It's like, what was the point?
But I think they're also both like quite a similar level of players anyway. So it's
They
like
are.
a no comment because we're just getting another good player
That's
back
what I mean.
anyway.
But now
Yeah.
it's not my player.
But it's
now.
not our good player.
She's
Yeah.
tinted
So it
because
seems
she's been
like
playing for my
quite-
tinted or tainted.
tainted because she's been playing for my enemy.
Right,
You
it's
know
quite
what
a
I
pointless
mean?
swap. But I guess we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
So just thought we'd round off this episode with a couple of predictions
Mm-hmm.
and thoughts for how like the season's gonna go. Maybe we could start with
A player to watch.
a player to watch. So who is your player to watch for WSL season 25-26?
I'll go first. I was
Yeah.
going to say Katie Reid from Arsenal. We spoke about her earlier. She replaced Leah Williamson in the first opening game, and I think she played so well. And she's such a young talent. I feel like she'd be a really good person to watch.
Yeah, I felt like this is a season where she could cement herself, isn't
Give
it?
Just give
herself a
herself
name.
some more game time.
Yeah.
Those minutes are so valuable. She's so young. She's gonna like be an England star when she's
Yeah.
older, hopefully. So yeah, I think it's you. We always say this: when someone's injured, it gives someone else the
A
opportunity.
chance. Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's like
Yeah.
maternity leave.
So yeah, that's a good one.
That's a great one.
Okay, I'll go. We spoke about Imani Benny quite a lot during our Euros episodes because she played so well for Switzerland.
Yeah.
And the news was then broke that she was coming to Man City. I think she only got a couple minutes at the end of this
5,
game.
I think it was.
Yeah, so not that much, but I just think she's really talented, and I enjoyed watching her so much in the summer that I think she's going to be fun to watch.
Totally agree.
I really agree.
Okay, so my one to watch is Grace Gioro. We spoke about it earlier, the fact that she signed from PSG, for 1.4 million. So she's now the record signing for the WSL. So I feel like she's got a point to prove.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But that'll be a really
Got a target
interesting
on her
one for
forehead, if
me.
anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think exactly. But I think if she performs how they think she's going to, that's going to be such a bonus for London City Lionesses.
Do you know what I was going to say? Because that's another one who we loved watching at the Euros. I think watching the Euros and then coming into the WSL and seeing so many players in the WSL, it's really fun.
Yeah, it
And I
is.
think someone said that WSL was the most represented league during the Euros.
It was, yeah.
So before that, we were like watching the Euros thinking, oh, we know her, we know her, we know her. And now we've come off the back and now we know even more people. And
yeah.
just like, it's quite nice.
It's great. It also means that the WSL is like the biggest destination for women's football, like globally, which is such a slay. We already have that for men's in terms of
I
the
think that
Premier
probably
League.
helped with Arsenal winning the Champions League,
Yeah.
showing that WSL is, and they're not even winning WSL,
No.
but it shows them the talent that we have in
Yeah.
our league.
Defo.
And not only for
also-
Europe, but also for people in America. Like
Yeah.
we've seen Alana Kennedy and oh my god, I've forgotten her name now, but the old Man United player come back from Angel City to play in the WSL. Like we're seeing players from all over
Yeah.
come and join our league, and it's just nice.
Yeah, defo.
Katie Zellum, that's her. Sorry, don't even know if that's going to make it in, but
I was just going to rub salt on the wound in terms of like how Spain are treating some of their not only national teams but some of their league teams. In terms of Barcelona, there was some shit that went on over the summer over there, wasn't there?
it
And we
went a
know,
bit tits up. Didn't
yeah,
it?
and we know that the Spanish national team haven't been treated the best in terms
Yeah.
of their women players. So I think it just sets the WSL on a higher pedestal. Like, why wouldn't you want to come here if that's
Yeah.
how you're treated in your country or Spain as a
definitely.
country?
And yeah, it's funny because even Rolfo's gone to United. Obviously, she's fed up with all that going on.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't think you'd have predicted a transfer like that. And it's not a negative thing. It could be really positive. I mean, she'll still have Champions League football. Let's see how that goes.
And yeah, I think so many others left. Like I said, it literally all went tits up. Half their team is gone. Also, like Rolfo gone as a free agent as well. Like they were struggling for money. Didn't they go bankrupt or something?
Yeah.
And then
No, they just refused to put money into the women's,
Into the women's team. Like,
so
they,
they've got
as a
people
club, they've
leaving
got a
on
lot of money.
frees and
Yeah.
then no money to buy other people.
Yeah.
Ugh, chaos.
Ugly, but puts the WSL on that pedestal we want it on.
Hell yeah. Okay, and final question was top goal scorer, which is a classic one we like to say. And I'm going to start off and say Aggie Beaver-Jones, who opened the score sheet for Chelsea, was our top scorer last season across all competitions. And I think with Sam Kerr and Ramirez being injured, I'm excited to see her score
That
goals.
makes a lot of sense. I'm going to say Russo. Again, I think we're going off what happened last year, but another positive start, no goals, but an assist, and I'm not mad.
I wouldn't say Russo personally.
No goals.
I'm
but
gonna go
she was
for-
top goal scorer last year.
Yeah, but only because Bunny Shaw got injured and missed the last 7 games.
True.
So I'm going to go for Bunny Shaw.
Who also
She-
hasn't scored yet.
She
Yeah.
hasn't scored yet, but she does score.
Yeah.
And she's got a track record of scoring. And last year, unfortunately, she did get injured, like I said. So she actually drew, which is mental.
That is
Yeah.
But she still
insane.
drew with top goal scorer without playing in the last 7 games
Yeah.
of the season.
True.
Okay. Keep an eye out.
Yeah. We'll come back to these predictions, I'm sure, at the end of the season.
You guys know the drill by
Definitely.
now.
You
You know the
do.
drill.
I think that's it for this week.
Yeah.
Our first opening episode of season 2. Like we said, we're hopefully going bigger and better this year. We want to be on YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Instagram, keeping the content coming, keeping you guys up to date. So if you have friends that are new to the WSL,
Send
new
them
to
our
women's
way.
football, send them our way. You know we're kind, we're friendly over here. We don't bite.
We don't judge.
Just sometimes.
Maybe
Just
a little
some, yeah,
bit.
maybe a
Joking.
little. No.
Yeah, make sure you guys follow us on all social medias at Sister Goals Podcast. We are so excited for the rest of this season. We're so excited for things to happen off the pitch. You know, we've got some big things coming, so definitely want to stay updated with that.
That's all for this week. Catch us next week for more of the girls.
The games.
And the gossip.
Peace.